So when we speak of the word focus, a few things come to mind. First is a clear intention meditated on with holistic sincerity, care and deep commitment, with an honest conviction and clearly directed for purpose. Upon reflecting over the last month in Hip Hop Appreciation Week, lifted to let me know that this year's theme was in fact the embodiment of what focus is in our lives.
Aspect of hip hop in its own right. Graffiti.
In the 70s and early 80s, they were calling it vandalism. They were spending so-called millions of $1 million to get it removed from the trains in front of facades of buildings. But graffiti is the foundation of the hip-hop culture. You understand what I'm saying? It's our art.
That I asked kids, who's painting all these murals around this neighborhood? And they were like, Lee. And I was like, well, where is Lee?
At the time, he was right. And he was able to respect me, but at the same time, let me know that he was right. And
we met on a video shoot.
Or possibly it is being the keynote speaker for the Temple of Hip Hop at the United Nations in the early part of the decade. Ernie has been able to share clarity of thought with many in the hip hop community. That his love for right over wrong and fairness for us all, barring ethnicity, shows in his work. He actually cares. When I look at Ernie's photos,
so they can see the history of hip-hop culture, of R&B, or even political figures that run things on our planet. Ernie transcends his duty of a guy that just went around and happened to freeze the element of hip-hop with his photography.
Respectively, in that movement. It is the same with Brother Ernie's thought. As hip-hop matured into braggadocious kind of culture, the themes that were more political and usual, or even at times hardcore, Ernie did. By magazines like Word Up, The Source, and later, Rap Masters.
Sincere love for hip-hop culture, and he captures the essence of it as opposed to what is, for the most part, commercialized images. He catches the artist at probably some of their vulnerable moments and makes them feel comfortable with that.
Queen Latifah. The entire cover of her landscape only allows you to see her lovely pronounced smile.
And it was the Zulu Nation who also pulled it together and named it with elements, with the B-boys, the B-girls, the rappers, the MCs, the aerosol writers, the graffiti artists, the DJs. And then we added the fifth element, which was knowledge, and as we progressed on, we say the fifth element of hip-hop, which holds it all together, is knowledge, culture, and both understanding.
The MC. This individual is normally a big focus.
I'm a very positive sister, and my intentions.
Definitely the women's voice. So I'm 100%. We paying dues as women, you know what I'm saying? You know, as far as stage control.
The DJ and MC work together like a turntable and its knee. They each have their distinctive function, but they complement each other to the fullest. When the DJ lays down the bass line to a cut and hooks it.
And let people understand where you coming from this way. So all these golden DJs to shame, man. All these brothers out there getting nastier with time, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep on, man. It's like, you gotta make good connections and just keep on doing what you're doing.
Expressive art of dance and hip-hop would make our African ancestors proud. Back in their day, they communicated with the drum. In this modern day, it is done with the turntable and the drum machine. Dancers, choreographers have a unique ability to take what an MC is saying to the DJ's beat and bring it to life in the form of dance. This method of artistic expression has been the inroad to the business for artists such as Kid and Play, Puff Daddy, and let's not forget dancers turned choreographers like Big Les and Fatima. These two women went on to host television shows and produce special projects respectively.
Outside of the box that they tell you to be in. Hip hop started real small, just like we do as babies. And it grew and grew and grew, and it's still growing. And I've been lucky enough to be taken all over the world, to do shows around the world, to meet people around the world, to get blessings and love around the world, thanks to hip hop. And many of us who would be dead or in jail or whatever, made and found that we were artists, whatever element of hip hop we did. And that movie won the 2007 Best Documentary in the Big Apple Film Festival, which was a total shock to us. We didn't even stay for the party. They said stay for the party. We said nah. Our chances of winning are slim to none. Number one, nothing in hip hop ever won an award before. And no Native American ever got swat except a foot in the behind. So we knew our chances were zip to zero. And the next morning, I got a call early in the morning. They said, congratulations, brother.
Duo from the Toronto hip hop, Toronto Ego movement, and also Keep Rocking You. We got the legendary graffiti right here in the house, EGR Eager. And we also got Zakisha Brown in the house representing MC, and legendary DJ Malbodi.
Is epic moments in hip hop when rap first became signed. You know, like before it got Rap to the Light.
I won't make sure.
The first record made an epic jump, and then hip hop became what it is. Rap became what it is today. Now we're breaking the element, the dance element. I feel the moment of it becoming an Olympic. The attachment is Olympic sport is the exact same thing as if when rap first in 1979, when so you can see it like it being a good thing.
Anything that builds upon the essential elements of hip hop, which are central indigenous elements, is a good thing. How people use that sport, how people use that knowledge, how people use that skill, if they can find a way to incorporate it into their spiritual, mental, intellectual growth, it's a blessing. The worst thing that can happen to it is for it to be forgotten. Once it's on the Olympic stage, it's around the world, and it will inspire young people who had no idea of hip-hop and no idea of breaking. So you're going to see a lot of people inspired. You're going to see some of the most ferocious dancers in history coming out. So yes, it's a good thing.
Okay, that's perfect. And
knowledge born.
Yes, okay. And then I remember back when we had the anniversary meeting of the minds, you know, like 10 years, 15 years ago, back when we were coming, and we were discussing about documenting hip-hop history in the museum. And like I said, I've noticed how now it is actually looking like it's happening. People have been coming together and they've been raising funds. So Curtis Blow said he raised $84 million from forever. And I'm just saying, it's a good thing. But I remember when it's good to see after what the nation have been through over the years, over the last actually 4 years or so, and it's still consolidating. So what would you say is the state of what's happening?
Okay, very carefully, I want anyone who's doing any museum or any museum quality thing, shh. Anyone who's doing anything, sorry bro. Anyone who's doing anything with a museum, listen carefully. In order to fill your museum, you have to fill it with real imagery from real people who are at the real culture. Make fucking sure they get paid, okay? And you could have these glamorous motherfucking museums, which is wonderful. I'm excited, I'm thrilled to be in them. But I gotta get that paper too. If they got a picture of Andy Warhol, telephone with a banana on it, and that's worth $35 million, well, you damn well better put something in my pocket, because I ain't playing that shit. All right? is once you divide yourself from the creators, the progenitors, the builders and the pioneers of the ones who sacrificed their life, their time, their blood, their sweat, coming out here with that auto-tune, sit down and shut the fuck up. All right? That goes for all y'all. And you're pretty. Big deal. My dog is pretty. And she ain't trying to do a rap out. Anybody in and on levels that other people don't even know about. He came to me, didn't know me, came humble, stepped to me, came correct, brought me out to his people, let me do my thing, and was gracious. And now, I can't believe 7 years have passed like that. From 2012 to 2019, and we're both still here. Presidents, kings, even countries are gone, and we're still here. So, peace. I'm gonna go inside. People just hear hip hop and they think of auto-tune and flunkies with tattoos on their heads and, you know.
It's automatic, right?
Yeah. That's, we even talked about that in the movie about,
So this year's theme for Hip Hop Appreciation Week is focus. So I wanna, you guys are pretty much pros at what you do. Like, you are pros at what you do.
I know you're tired. There's chaos in the skies. We're all in disguise, and guys dissing ladies and ladies dissing guys. But will you limit or F you up? Just change positions. Don't care what others think of me. Just glad they're thinking. Cause one thing that everyone has is an opinion. No point of dimming and shrinking my life because of criticism. The energy you choose to bring to life is what you get. It's your decision. I choose to carry on tradition and follow no religion. Thank you very, 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 very much. Thank you.
and everyone greeted me with the word peace. 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 And they didn't use it loosely. They meant it. And what a beautiful way to greet someone and say peace. Instead of nigger. Yo, nigger. Yo, bitch. And it's worse than HIV or any other disease because it's virtually incurable. And the music is leading the CSDS, this beloved hip hop, this music, this art, this culture, this magic, whatever you want to call it, is killing us because it's making us, our children, stupid. But I'm 72 years old. I don't want to tell you what I can do. Hope I never have to show you. But the only way you get to 72 is to be 62 and 52 and 32 and 42, and you're not going to do that with the drugs and the bullshit and, you know, the 97 sexual partners whose names you can't remember the next morning because you were high on whatever.
If your life means something to you and your future kids, or if you don't have kids, if your family means something to you, whatever, you know, whatever you hold dear into your life, if you value that, we must honor the teachings of the elder. We must do this. And everybody that's in here that came through and resonates that and wants to build a community, just know that I have your back. I do this, and the many people who are here that do this, we do this for the community. And the community ain't shit without unity. And so what we must do is unite and show this to our people.
You know what we tell them? Tell them we move